guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. That's me. Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week and had a great day today. I'm downstairs in my underground lair, and as you can see, I have not done a full tour of my my fall decorations, but I'll show you. This is something new. It is a 6-foot fall tree. It's lit. I got it from, where did I get it from? I got it on Amazon on Prime Day. I got it from Amazon. So there we go. I have my lights up. It is so cozy in here. I will eventually be showing you guys what is going on with my eye. I will be showing you guys my fall decorations. That was my favorite season of all. So I will show you those eventually. I'm downstairs in my underground lair. I had just taken my shower, so I didn't really do anything with my hair. Oh, not like I ever do. But okay, enough of that. Let us get into the reason why you joined, and it's not just for my bubbly personality and my flawless good looks. Ooh, because it's not. So you joined because you think I'm going to be talking about the Golden Bachelorette, and guess what? I am. We're going to talk about last night's episode right now. We're going to do a recap. We're going to rant. We're going to snark. We're going to do all that stuff. Okay. So last night this was the episode before hometowns. So whoever she picks, she's going to meet their families at hometowns. I will tell you, I missed the very beginning, but from what I understand, what I missed before the date card was Pascal ironing his clothes in his underwear, in his tighty whities, on the balcony maybe. And because I did see it on TikTok, and I was like, Pascal, please, come on. Your family is already probably like, oh, I gotta see my father kissing up on a woman, and now I gotta see him and his package out and about. Just, ironing clothes. I wouldn't have thought that he ironed his clothes. I would think he would have somebody to do that. Okay, so there's gonna be a one group date. There's going to be 2 one-on-one dates. Or Keith, rightfully so, he is feeling like his relationship is stalling because he got the first impression rose and he hasn't had any one-on-one dates yet. The only ones left that have not had one-on-one dates are Keith and Mark. So while all of this is going on, Joan goes out and meets up with Krista. You know, Krista is the first bachelor. She's going out. She just wants to talk to her. She wants to figure out who she wants to pick for hometowns. Trista says the one thing that she regrets not doing was opening up more. Joan says she still feels like a little bit of guilt about being there. And that she's actually feeling a connection with more than one man. This is surprising to me. So back at the mansion, the date card arrives, and on the group date, it is everybody except for Keith. Wait, no. Let's go back. Let's rewind that, because the date card arrives. It is the one-on-one date, and it's Keith. Keith gets the one-on-one date. She wants to see if there's more to Keith. And this makes Mark more unsure. He's a little worried because he's like, I'm the last one without a one-on-one date. I don't know about this. This might not be, I might not belong here. This might not be the place for me. So Mark is worried, and I understand why he would be worried. So, okay. So they meet up for the one-on-one date, and surprise, surprise, is another helicopter ride. I'm thinking that did they get like a Groupon on these things, and they were like, listen, we got to use these Groupons up. They're going to be expiring. You're going to be flying in another helicopter. Is that cool? I don't care if it's cool or not. You're going to be going in a helicopter. So they're flying along, and they're like, I think that is the mansion. Actually, that's the mansion. There's the guys. They're in the pool, and the guys are waving up at them. Listen, I'm not going to I'm going to fault Chalk. There are some things I'm going to say about Chalk in this episode. This is one thing that, listen, he's saying the thing that everybody else is saying, because everybody else is waving and smiling. But Chalk is like, listen, I don't want this to work out for him. If it does, then I'll be supportive. But if it doesn't, c'est la vie. I mean, that's what, listen, that's what everybody is thinking deep down. He said the quiet part out loud. So Joan and Keith, they land at a winery. I didn't see what the lady's name was, like the two owners. I didn't see the lady's name. And I thought, wait a minute, is that Leslie from the Golden Bachelor season? Seriously, go back and watch it. It looks a lot like Leslie. It wasn't. It was Lisa. Similar name. They look a lot alike. So they were talking, and Joan wants to see if Keith has confidence when talking about love. Keith was talking about his wife and her addiction, and how he had to raise his kids on his own, and this kind of made him a little less vulnerable. So back at the mansion, Mark is thinking about losing his wife. He's thinking about Denise. He feels like a connection with Joan, but he's losing hope. And then they show a hummingbird, and I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Because you remember, Kelsey thought of her mother whenever she saw butterflies. Yeah, butterflies. He thinks of her when he sees hummingbirds. So he's talking with Pascal and Jordan, and he was talking about how they had a hummingbird feeder. And the hummingbird, Denise, his late wife, would hold her hand open, and it would land right on her hand. And she would always tell him that you need to find happiness. You need to get out there and you need to find happiness. So he's walking along and he sees this hummingbird, and that to him was like a sign. That was him seeing her. That was her way of telling him, listen, you're meant to be here. You're on the right path. And it turned it around for him. Like, he was in a little bit of darkness. It made him smile and it made him happy. So he is reinvigorated to be there. Okay. So day card number 2 comes. It is a group. This is the one that's a group. So on this one, it is Guy, Jordan, Jonathan, Pascal, and Chalk. And yay! Woohoo! Mark gets the final one-on-one date. Okay? Yay! Finally! So the theme of this the theme of the group date is our love has no time to spare. So they're thinking it's bowling. And it is bowling. That's exactly correct. There's I missed this at the beginning, but there's no roses. So you're going to find out whether you stay or go truly at the rose ceremony. The funny thing on this was, listen, I got to give credit to Pascal. I mean, he's snobby as hell, but he's not one to wear synthetics, I'm thinking. And he wasn't happy with putting that shirt on, but he did it for Joan. So everybody's bowling, everybody's having a good time. Now, Chalk, you can tell he's a little more competitive than everyone else. Everyone else is bowling. He's over there really cuddling up to Joan and taking full advantage of this. This is rubbing a lot of the guys wrong. Like, Guy told him, hey, listen, cool your jets. Let the others have a chance to get some time in with her. And listen, Chalk didn't want nothing to do with that. Chalk did not like that suggestion whatsoever. Now, here's my opinion. I get where Guy or any of the other gentlemen are coming from, but this is also a competition. So you should really, if you or your buddies here want to talk to her, then you can get in there and do it yourself too. You can talk to her. But here's the thing. Here's another thing though. Joan could actually also be the one to break it off with Chalk and be like, hey, I'm going to go over and I'm going to talk to Guy or Jordan or any of these other guys. I'm going to go talk to the guys. So, I mean, she could also break away. So eventually, Chalk, it's his turn to bowl. Guy goes over and is talking. All the guys get to make their case to Joan as to why she should go to their hometown. And Guy comes out, in like confessionals and is like, I really feel like I'm falling for Joan. Now, I get that Chalk is feeling very confident, but I feel like he's being a little cocky. He's rubbing me the wrong way a little bit. He seems like he's like a little cocky and maybe a little dismissive of everybody else. And here's another thing that I thought of. Now listen, this whole thing went down last year with Gary, Jerry, and Teresa. So they get married, and then they claimed that the reason why they broke up was because like they didn't know where to live. Because I guess neither one of them wanted to move away from their family. So how is that going to work? I mean, is this couple going to be able to move away from their family? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Joan's mom is older and she's been having health problems. So I don't know if either one of these people that end up in this relationship would be able to do that. I mean, who knows? That's something I just thought of last night. Okay, so for the one-on-one with Mark, I have written here, this better be a good one. Because if they're like, hey, we're going to go and we're going to shop at Erewhon, and that way we can complain about how expensive these smoothies are. That's not going to cut it. So what happens is, oh, wait a minute. I have a note here. Is Pascal growing on me just a little bit? He was maybe just a tiny bit. I'm still not a super huge fan, but he was so supportive of Mark, and he almost seemed like he was like a brother who was like, there he is, he's ready for his date. Oh, have fun, He really seems to have a great relationship with Mark and is real supportive of him. I liked seeing that. So what the date is they hop in a little red Corvette, a Porsche, no, not a little red Porsche Corvette, a little red Porsche convertible. And they head up the coast and they pull up to a pretty awesome yacht. Now, she says that she feels like they have a connection. She wants to see if it's real because he is very quiet. He just needs to open up, and she needs to see if they have like an easy rapport. And after she said that, cue the snoozing, because this did not start off good. I mean, I was like, oh shit. She's thinking, I thought I saved the best for last. It was so boring. You heard tugboats. She had to point out, look at that beach. There's beaches everywhere. You're out on the ocean. There's going to be a beach, or at least it was a lake. No, it was the ocean. It was probably the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, probably was. So you're pointing out a beach. That's the height of the conversation. You should, Mark, come on. Where's this smooth guy that we saw before? I don't know if he was just nervous or what, but it was not starting off good. I was feeling like maybe there is no connection. So this guy heads down, this captain heads down to the deck, and he's like, okay, Jesse gave me this to give to you. Looks like it's a scavenger hunt. And typically these kind of things are like, oh, what? But this is something that they definitely needed, because they needed something to kickstart them talking. So it was like, it was a scavenger hunt, and it was filled with questions that they would ask each other. Okay. Then they went and sat down at this table. Did you guys see that charcuterie board they had? That thing was massive. That thing was massive. And I guarantee you, they didn't eat not a thing on that. And that is a GD shame that they didn't, that they didn't touch anything on it. So they're talking. Everything is going great. The only thing is, and I know this is something they have in common, is that both of their spouses had passed. Like a lot of the other men, they're divorced, but these two have that in common. And it kind of got to a point where that's like all they were talking about. I don't know. I was like, oh, this trauma bonding can only take you so long. It's like so far. I don't know. There was something in me that was just like, I don't know. Like he was very happy. He was like, I had a great date. She was like, this has been a great day. And he's like, he hasn't smiled or been this happy in a long time. She says we did get deeper, but listen, there was no kissing. There was not even one kiss, unless they didn't show it. But Joan says, after he says, oh, this is a great day, I'm so happy. And then she says, but not to him, but off camera, that she feels like there's something missing. So the next day, everybody's sitting around, and some of the guys are like, oh, Mark came home and he's really happy. He's probably going to get a rose, and I'm nervous and this and that. Okay, guys are sitting around outside. Joan comes over, and I was like, nope, this isn't good. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not good. This is not, nothing good is going to come out of this. Meanwhile, Mark's in the back. He's so hopeful. Oh, it was such a great date. I had such a great day. He's full of hope. He's confident, but not cocky, but he's hopeful. So I don't know that he could ever be cocky, but he's hopeful. He's very hopeful. So Joan asks to talk to him. And as soon as she asked to talk to him, I was like, in my head, I was like, he's gone. That's it. She came over to say goodbye. So they're talking. She said, we bonded so much over our spouses. Everything was great. However, I got home and I kept thinking something is missing. Something is wrong. Something is missing. What am I missing? And I woke up and I felt the same way. And then she says, then I figured it out. She says she didn't see her in their conversations. She didn't see an us. Like in the future, she didn't see an us. And she said that he's not as far along in his journey as she is in hers. I think that might be right. And then I was like, I wonder if they maybe brought him on just to like set him up as the next Bachelor, because the next Golden Bachelor, because there was like so much like, I don't want to say kerfuffle. What am I saying? There was so much clamoring and so much noise after Mark Anderson was shown during Hometowns on Joey's season, and people were like, make him the Golden Bachelor, and the Golden Bachelor was already picked. So did they just put him on so he could be the next Golden Bachelor? But when she was talking to him, he took it very well. Like, he took it extremely well. Like, he didn't get very emotional or anything. They hugged and he packed and he told the guys. And I feel like when he told the guys that what had happened, like, he was more upset and more emotional talking to the guys. And listen, I thought the guys were very supportive, and some of them were pretty sad. I felt like the only one that wasn't really sad was Chalk. But listen, I'm gonna say that Jonathan was tore up, and once again, I'm not the biggest fan of Pascal. Pascal had me crying a little bit because he's like, that was his best friend. Oh, damn it, don't. I'm not crying over Pascal. Okay. So Mark left. Now, listen, I'm going to say this. Don't anybody come for me, but I'm going to say this. Mark Anderson, while he is very attractive, I mean, a very attractive older man, I'm just going to say, I don't know that he has like a personality. I don't want to say this. He has a personality, but he's very quiet. I don't know that he would be the best Golden Bachelor. I love him, but I don't know that he would be the best Golden Bachelor. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe Jonathan, or I don't know who else. Please don't say in the comments, put who you would think would be a really good Golden Bachelor. If you're going on looks alone, okay, do Mark Anderson. However, I don't know. Like, he's very quiet. He's very shy. It took him a while to open up. I don't know if he's ready. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Okay, so the rose ceremony comes. Here is who I thought she would pick. I thought her first guy that she was going to pick was going to be Chalk. I saw her picking Chalk, and then Guy, and then Pascal, and then Jonathan. I did not pick Jordan at all. I didn't see her picking Jordan at all. So, of course, she picks Pascal, Chalk, Guy, and Jordan. I don't see her having a lot of chemistry with Jordan. I know I was online and somebody was like, I don't see how people don't see the chemistry between her and Jordan. And I was like, I mean, he is attractive, but when they're together, I don't know, it just to me seems like friends. And I don't know, I just don't see anything with her and Pascal like serious. I don't see anything serious with her and Pascal. And Guy, maybe Guy. I mean, the only one that I see chemistry with is Chalk. And if I'm being completely honest, Chalk is getting on my nerves a little bit because I don't know. He already seems like he's like, I got this sewn up already. Okay, next. What's up next? Now, next week, and Jonathan, she walked Jonathan out, and she sat there and talked with him, and I felt bad for Jonathan. I wouldn't mind seeing Jonathan as the next golden bachelor. I wouldn't mind seeing him there at all. Okay, so next weekend, it looks like it's going to be tough sailing with all these families. I don't know. It looks like tough sailing for all of them. So, listen, in the comments, please let me know what you thought. Let me know who you think, who is going to be the final two and who's going to win. I'm going to say the final two. Well, it's going to be Chalk and I'm going to say Chalk and Guy. I think the winner's going to be Chalk. I don't know. Like I was liking him. I was liking him a few weeks ago, and now he's just rubbing me the wrong way. And Keith was a nice guy, but I don't know. I didn't feel a lot of chemistry between them either. If I'm being honest, I don't know that I feel a lot of chemistry between her and any of these men. I don't know. I don't know. That's it. I don't know. So, listen. If nobody told you yet today... Oh, wait. Also, I wanted to say, I really probably should have taped... Well, I did tape it. I should go back and watch it and see that... And watch that commercial. You know the commercial with Quaker Oats and my favorite, Susan... and the other ladies from the Golden Bachelorette, and Susan made those cookies. The cookies, the Here for the Right Raisins cookies, those, and then that, what was it? Some kind of bake, and then a smoothie. I should go back and try and find those, and maybe make those for one of my videos. Yeah, that's what I think I might do. I'm going to try and do that. Okay. I'm not going to promise, but I'm going to try. Okay. So in the comments, let me know what you thought about this week's video. I am not going to be having a video tomorrow morning. I didn't get one ready. And listen, let me just also tell you, this was a day at work. This was a day. And yesterday I just wasn't, I don't know. Yesterday I was off, and then today, if you can't hear it, my nose is a little runny, and I had a day. This day at work was, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough on my psyche. So I'm not going to give you, you're not going to get a video tomorrow morning, but you are going to get one tomorrow, because I'm going to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City tonight, and then tomorrow you will get a recap and rant. So listen, if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and understanding out there, and compassion, so that it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Please, number one, be aware of your surroundings. Be safe. Hydrate often with water. And if you're someplace where it's a dangerous situation, be it weather or not, be it weather or otherwise, please be mindful, be smart, be safe, and know that Dolly and I are sending our love and our prayers and our thoughts and our positive energy out to you. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.